Do you have any like conspiracies you happen to like or anything like that? We don't have to dive down that if you don't want to, but just curious. Do you have any that you find interesting?
I find it very interesting that I heard you can, if you went down the Grand Canyon, you'd end up in Africa.
What?
And they say like, that's why it's like blocked off or like, and
It's
just
a
the
long
and
walk.
just the thought that the map is a lie. Like
No, I feel it. I know
the,
what you
like,
mean.
because you just don't know anything. You don't know anything, and nobody knows anything, and we just go based off what we were taught.
That's
We
true.
don't know.
They don't want you to know what's past Antarctica.
Yeah. So we just like, yeah. So it just is crazy to think that a long time ago, some people got together and they said, "Hey, wait, we can't tell them everything," and then they, just like
That's true.
just thinking about all that.
Maps
Yeah.
are a trip.
That's a trip. There's like a whole thing too where
Wait,
like a lot.
okay, hold up. But you were saying you go. Wait, you go down like
It's
further,
like through it. My bad. It's like a valley of whatever, right? The
Yeah.
Grand
Yeah.
Canyon. Yeah. If you they say if you just follow it and you just keep going, you'll end up in Africa.
Isn't there
Like under the ocean, like
No.
across under the ocean, or like through America. You got to
is-
cross an ocean at some
That's
point.
a
right?
great question. I don't know.
I
But
feel
it
it
would be
though.
crazy if you didn't come in contact with the ocean at all.
Because I know there's supposed to be like these giant tunnel networks that are from eons past that have just kind of formed with the natural geography of the Earth, but I wonder if there's anything like that that just exists.
Well, there's
still.
there's like
Yeah.
subterranean, like where like water will go through like the fucking crevice like for hella far, and it really will be like water from all over the world because it's just like going through like the geological like crust and shit, and then it comes
Yeah.
out the other side and it's like
Somewhere else.
filtered,
Yeah.
like it's all filtered because it was just going through the sediment for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I went to somewhere like that when I was a kid, and it's a trip for sure.
Earth is crazy.
We don't
It's
know
nuts.
shit about
It's-
the ocean.
It's a living.
Yeah, we don't know anything. Or space.
Yeah.
Really.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a lot of ocean to get through, but maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, man, there's people that are about that Atlantis shit, dude. Atlantis is in right now.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with the Grand Canyon supposedly was like the ancient city of gold or whatever, right?
Oh, El Dorado.
Yeah,
Oh,
some guy found like this cave network deep like at the base of the Grand Canyon, and he went and he explored and he found all these like networks of caves and adobe like houses that are like built into the walls that could potentially house like 50,000 people. And so it's like really extensive.
What?
And supposedly the military came in and they were just like, all right, let's block this off and call this like a nationally like protected area.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, so very
Is that
strange.
is that El Dorado? What he was saying?
Yeah, it's supposedly some people think it's
Supposedly.
like
I
the
didn't know that
ancient
was
city of
real.
gold or something
I
like
saw
that. Yeah.
movie. I didn't know.
Yeah, and there's a whole thing too with like the 411, the missing 411, where like weird phenomena happens in like national parks, and they think like the National Park Services was made because these places have like weird stuff happen in them. And I went to Yosemite every year growing up, and it's like, yeah, that place is a fucking trip. There's a weird vibe there in a cool way and in a creepy way
way.
sometimes for sure.
So
But,
I
yeah.
heard a
guess
thing
you're
about
right. I guess you're right.
Mhm.
It does feel kind of like things happen there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I heard a theory about that where it's like some of the biggest hot spots in national parks across the United States for the missing 411 reported cases just happens to supposedly line up with a huge network of like underground like transportation tunnels
Ooh.
and deep underground military bases supposedly. So like this could just be like a massive like
It's all connected.
well, you know what I'm saying. Is what
Yeah.
it is.
Skin
The tunnels.
It's
Yeah, the tunnels,
skinwalkers.
bro.
The mole people.
Yeah.